The Eagles playbook has a really good balance of run and pass plays, but we're going to start off with one of the best one-play touchdowns in the game, and that's going to be in this pistol strong slot formation, and the play is going to be PA boot LT. The setup is really easy. All you got to do is streak B, and then bomb it back over to the right. There you go, easy touchdown. You can even throw it sooner than that. So how it works is when you streak B there, it holds that safety to the left. And so you can actually throw this pretty much right away. Not a great animation there, but you can throw it a lot sooner than a lot of those other cover 3 beaters. But another cool thing about it is if they decide to switch stick on that safety and cover over to the right, you can throw it to that streak. It only works if they switch stick over, but you can still hit that streak if they decide to shade over to the right to cover that post route. And it's just a really good cover 3 beater. Now, if they are running cover 4, you can audible to this PA cell FB flat. Works a little better from the left hash. And you'll just want to hit this dig route. It's right in there. As soon as he gets past those linebackers, just take a look at the linebackers, and you just hit him right across that deep dig route. With either of these plays, it's important to set him up to get hit with that deep ball. With some run plays, you've got this halfback dive, which works pretty well. Counter works okay. This stretch alert slant, that one works really well. And got halfback dive here. So it's got some decent run plays in there that you use to kind of soften them up, keep those linebackers down, and then you can hit them over the top for an easy touchdown. Another formation I really like in this playbook is going to be gun normal Y off close. And a really good play is going to be this cheat tight end screen. And the thing I like about this play is the tight end, he goes in motion pre-play, which with a lot of screenplays, they'll get hung up in the line, and that'll make it so that you'll take a really bad sack. With this one, he goes in motion, so there's no risk of that happening. And you throw it to him pretty much right away. And so he can get to the outside. The blocking's also really good on this screenplay. But you can just get it out quick. No real risk of taking a bad sack. And it also works really good around the red zone, you know, inside the 20-yard line or near the goal line. You can run this there as well. Another good play is going to be this motion halfback swing. Kind of the goal with those plays and also running the ball is to get them out of cover 4 so that you can hit them with some of those bombs over the top. Another really good play I like is this motion angle Y wheel. And this one can work really well against cover 3 and then sometimes cover 4 as well and cover 2. So I'll show you with cover 3. Really easy setup. Just put Y on a post route, and that'll keep that middle safety from cheating too far to the left side to cover that really deep crosser there. And then this X, it's kind of a deep comeback route, and that keeps that left third from getting too deep. I'll show you how it works real quick. Something like that. Bombing out to him. It gets really deep over that outside third. This is a really good cover 3 beater. And then against cover 2, it's the same setup. I put Y on a post there. And that keeps that safety on the left side from getting too far to the outside. And then you can just hit that outside guy right up the sideline there. So you have your tight end, runs a little wheel route there. Just hit him along the sideline. If they take their left cornerback there and they start playing deep, All you do is you put Y on a drag route. Just hit the drag, and you take your yards. And then against cover 4, this halfback angle route, it's open pretty much right away. So it's a really sharp route. It looks like he's maybe going to run, you know, run a flat. Goes in motion, and then it's just a nice sharp angle route there. Another thing you can do against cover 2 is audible to this motion halfback angle. And this outside receiver, he runs a really deep post. So if you do something like put your tight end here on a corner, you can a lot of times hit B deep right over the middle there. And then if they decide to run man on you, you can audible to this cheat flat X post. And let's say they're in cover 2 man. Pretty much everything gets open. You can hit your tight end in the flat there. So that's going to be your first read. Y, he runs a little zig route. That gets wide open. And then this B on the right side there runs a really sharp post route. So you can hit him late. Need a little time to get it, but he runs a really sharp post route there. So if you have the time, you can hit him all the way across the field and get some really big yards. If they're running man cover 1, your read's going to be pretty much the same. You know, A usually gets open when they're trying to come across. There's a couple routes that he might run into. Get wide open there. Well, that's your first read. You got that zig route, but when they're running cover 1, if they have someone over the middle, that one's usually going to be covered. Then you have your third read. Just hit B deep, pass lead him to the sideline, and he'll usually get wide open against man. Another thing you can do, if they're shading to the inside on you, you can put B on a streak there. And then your tight end on a corner. And that corner usually gets wide open. There are also a lot of good run plays in here. You have your cheat inside zone, this RPO alert cheat bubble. That's another really good one. And then you have just the inside zone. And then this read counter bash. This is a fun play, but it's really risky. There you go. And that's the problem right there is with your quarterback, you want to put him on conservative. Quarterback will fumble the ball when he's hit sticked. You get some really good blocking on this. And then if they decide to go conservative and go after the quarterback, that running back will usually get open on the outside there. This next formation, it might be my favorite formation in this entire playbook, and that's going to be the strong eye close. And the thing I like about it, it's got a lot of run plays here. You've got dive, you've got this zone weak, you got this toss, you have this slash fake end around, and then you have end around. And these run plays work really well off each other. This fake end around, the slash, get really good blocking here. So a lot of times you can get really good yards, and then they'll start favoring that right side. And when they do, you'll just hit them with this end around. And you have some good lead blocking here as well. And then once you soften them up with the run, you have this PA deep, which is another really good cover 3 beater. And it's just this really deep, it's kind of like a cross between a post route and a deep crosser. And you don't have to make any adjustments. And it gets over the top of that outside third. The route is just run so deep that you can get them right over the top. And this works from either hash. You'll just flip the play and go the other direction. So if you're on the left hash, you'll just flip it. It works exactly the same. It just gets out there so deep that it's really tough to defend. But the run plays are really good in this formation. You have the end around, you have the fake end around, and I really like this zone weak. And to run this, just kind of fake to the right a touch, the block setup, and then you kick it out to the left. And you can get some really big yards doing that. Just want to make sure, give time for the blocks to set up, and then you kick it outside to the left. Next, we've got Singleback Deuce close. This is another really good formation. It's got some really good run plays. This zone weak is good, and this halfback wham. This is another really good play. Show you that halfback wham real quick. But the thing I like about it is your tight end comes in, gives a really good lead block there, and you can just weave your way through and get some really big yards with this run play. This might be one of my favorite run plays in the game. And once you soften them up with that run, you can hit them with something like this PAX post cross. This works against cover 3 and cover 4. Start with cover 3. You just run it stock. And then just hit them right over the top. Pass lead to the right a little bit. You can hit them with a good bomb. If they're in something like a cover 4, you can do something like put A on an in route. And just attack the middle of the field there, or hit B on that crosser. So when they're thinking you're going to run it, there's a lot you can do with just some simple route combinations, something like that. You can do a corner route if they get into man. But this is a really good run offense that you can, once you get them softened up with that run, you can start hitting them over the top. Another formation I really like is going to be this I form tight. There are a lot of really good running plays in this formation. Got ISO, you've got Power O, 2-6 duo. This halfback blast is a really good one. With Power O, I just flip it to the weak side, and you just follow your guard, the lead blocker there. And you just get some easy chunk plays. And then once you have them thinking about the run, you switch it to this PA tight end corner. Yeah, against man, it gets really open there on the sideline. You can also do something like put B on a slant there if they're covering that outside. And then he gets wide open across the field, especially if they're looking for the run. Or if they're in cover 3. Flip the play. And put B on a post route. And you can hit B for an easy touchdown. If they're in cover 4, you can hit X on a corner route there. Or you can put X on a streak there. And then hit A late on that post route. Or you can put them in a slant, do something similar there. Depending where they have their drop set, you'll do either a post or a slant and hit him late there against cover 4. This playbook also has some really good red zone and goal line plays. The first one's going to be out of Bunch X Nasty, and it's going to be this mesh halfback sneak. So you get near the goal line. Let's say they're going to run something like pinch buck O on you, which is a really good goal line defense as far as stopping the run. You just block your tight end there. ID the mic. And this Y route gets outside really quick. I also like to put X on a slant sometimes. Or you can do both X and B on a slant, and then you have that drag slant on the left, and you have this flat slant coming across to the right. And that B will get wide open against man. If they decide to run zone and kind of spread to the outside, watch those corners, watch that flat. Just audible to something like an inside zone. Just run it right up the middle for an easy score. Near the end zone, you also have this Wildcat. You can run it anywhere on the field, but I like it a lot near the end zone. Now this jet sweep gets outside really quick. They go into a zone and spread out a little bit. You can run this RT right up the middle. And then out of this playbook, we have some honorable mentions. This slot right, but near the end zone, this RPO read Y flat, that one works really well. You can either run it up the middle or you can do a quick pass to the flat there. See why, just throw them right to the outside there. And I also like this PA wheel. You know, it's also got this speed option, which is a really fun play. You know, you just flip it out to your running back there. You can get some really good yards with that speed option. And then another honorable mention, we have this iForm Pro. It's got some really good running plays, like inside zone. That PA scissors is good. The stretch alert. It's got a good screenplay there. This playbook, it's just really balanced with the run and pass, and it has some really unique formations like the Wildcat. So it just is a really, I'd say this is one of the most balanced playbooks in the game. But let me know what you guys think. And if there's another playbook you want me to try out, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.